Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is a return to the daily news, I hope. I am extremely rusty. This is already take two. It is Wednesday today, and hopefully this is the start of the return of the news, and I don't screw this one up as well. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on in the game for Wednesday. We got a trial. We got the honorary Oos, Sami Zayn, which I have not played yet, but I'm excited to. Um, what else? The best thing for me is the death of time travel. You may or may not know what it is. Long story short, I almost quit the game over it. If you don't know what it is, it doesn't matter. It's gone. If you do know what it is, then you'll probably know why I am so happy that it has been fixed. Um, I had no idea it was being worked on or fixed, so to find out that it is fixed is really great. We often don't know what Scopely is doing or what they're working on, so sometimes it might feel like they don't care, they're not listening, even when they are and they do. This is definitely one of those cases where I personally thought they didn't care, but apparently I was wrong and they did, and it's fixed, so I'm happy about that. Um, what else? You may have noticed the kickoff of this event was less than smooth. If you were looking at the shop, you may have saw a bunch of different weird offers with different pricing. You may have purchased them and it didn't go well. Things like that. Those have been corrected, and they've been corrected pretty well. Also, you may see that we are aware of the 6th anniversary potluck show solo contest milestones containing Butch the Bushwhacker shards instead of Butch the Brawling Brute shards. You should see in your inbox a claim for 20, and they're going to correct that to the right shards. So you will be getting the proper shards from the event. So that's news there. And then as far as the loot pulls, we are aware of an issue where some players saw the incorrect item display on an offer related to 6th anniversary potluck show contest. While this was unintended and caused by players viewing partially loaded data, we understand the frustration it has caused. In order to preserve fairness, we will be offering the deal $10 for 55 loot coins, 55k strap parts, and 5-star emerald tokens to all players in League 7 Plus until 12 p.m. PST Thursday. Additionally, players who purchased the initial broken offer and did not receive the items will be refunded. Thank you for your patience. Great fix by Scopely there. That's certainly doing the right thing. You can find the offer in the store right now. It's the Pie in Our Face special. Love the name on it. That they have a sense of humor about this is great. So 55 pulls, 55k strap parts, 5 emerald tokens. I don't spend a lot. I will be buying this at that rate. I will take a shot at the pulls. If you don't have Kyrie, she's a bleed coach, very useful. Probably worth the $10 with everything else you get if you don't have Kyrie. Ember, my opinion, you're not really missing out by not having her. Yeah, it's on the portal too. We'll take a look at the portal after this. I figured as long as I was in here, I'd go through this. What else? Is there anything else amazing in here that you guys think? I mean, if this recruits Steamboat for you, I guess I kind of get it, but because he's a good coach, you probably won't use him a ton as a fighter anymore, but he is a good coach. I wouldn't personally at this point in my life go for that, but no regrets there. Godfather, if you want to use him as a farmer, I don't, so to me, this isn't worth it. I wouldn't be getting it. But if you're somebody that wants to use Godfather as a farmer and you want this particular strap for him, okay. For me, it's totally not worth it. I get it if you are. I'd much rather take that and apply it to shards for the best showboat in the game. In my opinion, Shinsuke. You can see I bought 2 of these. This is why I now have Shinsuke. If you don't have Gable, 100 shards is a pretty good thing there, if that gets you him, sort of thing. I don't mind that. I don't think that's bad at all. I didn't snag the backstage pass this week. Don't like it as much as I used to. We'll come back to the prize well and look at the event after we go through the portal. Real quick. Like I said, I am rusty, so let's go over to that portal while I'm thinking of it, since it's been a minute. Here's the offer on the portal, right here. You can find it down a little ways on this one. And I would buy it on the portal because there is a spend event. You do get stamps. And the spend event right now, what else is there? $10 won't get you to anywhere, but if you have spent other stuff, it will. So there's that. Flash market. You know, don't forget to do your web coin. Oh, do we have a flash market for this? We do. Okay, I didn't even know that. So, you know, you can get stuff like TP for rubies pretty cheap at 1,000. I don't have enough rubies, or I might snag that. 6-star tokens if you need those, etc. So don't forget to check out that and do your reroll on the web coins. I don't have a lot of web coins right now, so can't really get anything anyway, but that's there. Anything else that I like in this one? I mean, Starfield frags if you want those, but again, we'll take a look at this loot. It's not my most favoriteest ever loot. 60 Razor shards. Again, Razor isn't mind-blowing to me, especially without his gear, so to me, I wouldn't do it to recruit him. I had that opportunity in the past and didn't take it. Eventually, I got him anyway. Don't forget to do your daily claims down here, too. I don't think there's anything really crazy worth mentioning here other than that for me. Yeah, I don't think so. So back to the game. So I pulled my chat. 87% or 83% of my stream said that they didn't like the showdown event, but we're doing it anyway. So I guess it's not that bad since we're all doing it. um, you know, if you can get the free milestones, that's pretty cool, I suppose. Not sure how far you can get into the bonus. These are going to be the other Butch shards, so those are nice. I think the event really is if you can do the tours and get the shards from the tour with like Super Stacy and stuff for the um, prize wall, right? So like if you have Super Stacy, you're going to get what? 7,500 alone there. This last milestone, nothing good. That's kind of weird, right? And then are they on this one on hard? Yeah, if you use Kyrie or Ember. If you have Kyrie, I think Kyrie's going to be much easier to do them with, personally. Um, Maybe I'll do a video on Kyrie. I think mine is 5-star, though, if you guys need it, if you think it's helpful. But, I mean, the talent isn't super duper high, only a 19k Carmella, so it shouldn't be horrible, just looking at it. You know, and you get those prize wall tokens. So let's see what we think about the prize wall. All right. So first off, let's go to the bottom. Guaranteed shards. If you know you need live, there's 100 shards that you can get. Obviously, if you need live, those are super worth it. Live is great, worth getting those. If this recruits mellow for you too, sure, worth getting those. Absolutely. You know, 2 million coin for cheap, so you can get extra coin in TP. TP is not the greatest value at 100 TP. Strap parts, I'm always here for strap currency, so I like that. Hey, some cheap shot plates. Been talking about this for a while. Nice to see this kind of plate on the prize wall. A lot of people may not have a cheap shot. You can throw this on anyone that's a little bit more defensive or that doesn't need a plate, if they have a decent sized finisher, etc. And it's quite useful. Starfield frags are always welcome. Make sure and get those showboat ones for when your Santa Hogan is 5-star. A full 5-star Santa Hogan goes to 17k and will save you Santa tokens. Other than that, any gem damage based one person that you use all the time is good for Starfield frags, so go with those. If you have like a Super Stacy and you don't have a strap, Ruthless Aggression strap can be harder to get. Now's the time there, potentially. Unfortunately, it's variable, so that means it won't necessarily be Powerhouse. So you'll also have to get lucky. So those are kind of a bummer. But you got your Modern Era, and these at least have the specific ones. If for some reason, no, I would not Starfield Corbin. It does do health too, but Corbin doesn't need it. These are specific to the era, and they're modern. Modern, not really necessarily hard to get. These aren't the super high stat ones, so I don't particularly love these, to be honest. I think I will spend all of my currency to be honest, on the Starfill frag strap parts. I have a bunch of cheap shots, or I would go for those and the coin. Um, don't the TP isn't great, so I would get that last personally. But not bad because I always want more Starfill frags, so I don't think that's bad. I don't think there's anything else in here other than do your free daily claims, and I guess I will go through the loot. Um, Full disclosure, um, I don't think doing doing pulls is a good idea unless you're okay with getting nothing from the pulls. So if you go into pulls expecting to pull something awesome, you're setting yourself up to fail almost every time. When I do pulls is when it's getting me milestones, right? Or in this case where they're selling 55 for $10, I'm assuming I won't get anything, but for 55 pulls, I'm going to take a chance regardless of what's in there, maybe get a few more event milestones, etc., right? But normally my suggestion to people is wait until the pulls make a difference in milestones for an event. Often there's events where you can get a meaningful milestone. Maybe you get prize wall shards that can make a difference. Things like that, right? So save your spending for when it works. Don't like nickel and dime yourself, as I kind of say it. Like, $10 here, $20 there adds up. I would save up for a bigger purchase when you can guarantee yourself getting something good. My case, I spent $40 this week, guaranteed myself Shinsuke Nakamura. Came with 14 pulls. I didn't care about the pulls, and I didn't get anything good in the pulls either. But I guaranteed myself Shinsuke, whose coach I love, and I love for boss battle. He's a great fighter too, but that was secondary to those other two for me. Anyway, thanks, Hoodie. Um, the loot, 55 pulls, so it's a high quantity of pulls. Guaranteed 2 featured, or higher. It can't go higher than featured, so that's interesting. Featured is 2%, but if you do a 55 pull, you're getting 2 anyway, so that doesn't really matter. Mega rare, you should hit at least 1 mega rare odds wise, and then a decent amount of super rares, etc. So featured, if you don't have Super Stacy, Liv, Bailey is okay. Bianca's very good. Shayna's not bad. Theory's okay. Powerhouse Hogan, of course. Go Becky's okay. Ronda's okay. It's not bad so far, but then you get to this, and this is like a really rough featured. This is a super rough featured. Another really rough one. Yeah, right. So there's a lot of sketchy stuff mixed in. So keep that in mind with the featured. And they're not all the same chance, right? You don't have the same chance to get every one of these things. They have different weights inside them. We can't see those. We don't know what it means or what it is, but I guarantee you Tech AJ is, you're going to see a lot more Tech AJs than Super Stacy's, guaranteed. I wish we knew what they were weighted, but we don't. Mega Rare, you're likely to get one of these sets of smaller shards, but if you're close to one of those, maybe that's helpful to you. Super rare, again with the weighting, there's a bunch of not great ones in here. I will say, if you're gonna spend $10 for Kyrie, and you're gonna do the pulls first and see if you get yourself Kyrie from the loot. Then you may not need to buy the $10 offer for Kyrie. I would rate this as a good chance to get not necessarily a ton, but you are doing 55 pulls. Hopefully you get some useful shards, but don't assume you're gonna pull Super Stacy with 55 pulls because you're not, most likely, right? I will record my pulls and post them as well for you guys so you can see them, and I will post it tonight, so you can see it in case you want to see what I get before you do your pulls. So I'll post that tonight for you guys as well. So that's kind of what I think about that loot. The week 4 loot, honestly, I haven't looked at it. 1% on the featured, so that's really low. 1 in 100. So you'd have to do 3 sets to get one of the featured, odds-wise, so not great. But it's a fairly rare featured pool, to be honest. Now it's getting like, yuck, that's gross. Okay, never mind. What do you get for shards? That's really the only other thing. If you get yourself a decent amount of shards that are useful, then maybe it's okay-ish. I mean, like, again, if you're close to Shinsuke, spend the 19.99 and get the guaranteed 75 shards. Don't try and get it this way. So I would say that's a pass for me. Buy the guaranteed shards. And chasing shards in these does not work out well. Can speak from experience. Cash loot for Shayna. These are fine if you're doing Tap Joy. Usually, you guys know, if you remember, I generally care about what's in the commons. And if you're close to who you're chasing for in the commons, then these cash ones can be worth it. This one, you can see there's a ton of common options and no good shards in the commons. So, excuse me, I guess there's 15 Ronda, 5 to 15 Shayna, but there's a ton in there. I'd wait for a better time, unless you're like literally 15 shards away from Shayna, kind of close. So I'd wait for a better time. These ones are just like if you need chaotic trickster shards, really. They're usually nothing too great. So I think that's where where we're at for that. Overall, for me, I dislike Showdown. I find someone I can autoplay with. I autoplay it in the background. So for something I'm autoplaying, I feel like it's worth it because of the Starfill frags. Um, Other than that, I'm interested to see how they revamp Showdown. Hopefully it's worth our time. Hopefully the new shop is great. Oh, well, I'm thinking of it. This is actually really important news. To my understanding, and don't hold me to this because subject to change, and I said it on the Monday stream on the Champions channel, they will be giving us a chance to spend our Showdown coins without having to do cash refreshes. It's not going to be new stuff. It's going to be at the current rate we can get stuff on the shop. Just an easier way to do that. I was allowed to say that on the Monday stream, so I'm sure I can say that here. So as far as Showdown being there, um, and it being maybe kind of annoying since we're going to lose all of our coins, it does sound like we're going to get a way to cash those in without having to pay for the cash in. So if that's the case, that would be a great solution, and I personally would be happy with that. So that would be the right thing to do in my opinion, Scopely. So hopefully that is the case and that happens. Then it's much less frustrating that there's a midweek showdown for coins that may have looked useless, but it sounds like aren't going to be. Um, if we could get an official kind of like tweet or something, I think that would make people feel better too. Um, any blog post, tweet, or anything like that, the sooner the better for most people. That would be super helpful. Don't forget to put your scout missions in. I think today was Roman, if I'm not mistaken. So put your scout mission in, be a good teammate, get ready for boss battle. That's coming this weekend. And what else? Yeah, I'll post the poll video. Be looking for my Sammy preview. He looks like he's pretty fun. I haven't played him yet. Don't have him on my roster yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully get that tonight. Other than that, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Rusty on the news. Did you like it? What else do you want to see? What did I miss? Etc. Maybe Portal reviews return next week if I keep doing it, which I think I'm going to. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there.